What's going on? Hello, everybody. Oh, this ancient man is sweating. Holy crap! So I just I just got back to camp. Oh my god! It is 6:27 p.m. I left the library at 6 on the dot, and I got back at 6:25. So on that bike, woof, with 31 spokes on the rear wheel. Excuse me. It is. Oh my god! I had a quart of milk for lunch. Milk, it does a body good. That was my old energy drink when I was growing up. Probably went through half a gallon a week easily. Oh my goodness. That was a push. I'm wearing tights under my slacks. Hey, can you see that? Oh, golly. That's a push. That's a push. I think it's like 5.7 miles. And I think the elevation gain, see, Quincy Library is at 3,423 feet, as far as I know. And I think I'm just over 4,000 here. So I figure an average 2% grade. And some pitches, I rode the whole thing. The reason I'm actually proud of myself right now, I rode the whole dirt road on a 4224 with, mind you, I'm still 187 pounds, wearing a full outfit, my tool belt, and I was carrying this. Oh, that's easily 25 pounds. So, and a full liter of water. So that's 27 plus 27 plus my clothes. So figure 217, 218 pounds on a steel frame 1988 Trek with 5 missing spokes on the rear wheel. Averaging, what would that be? 5.7 miles in 25 minutes. 50. That's like 13.6 miles an hour average. And I was in the big ring most of the way. I'm not bragging. I'm just pointing out I'm getting stronger and it feels good. I feel like my old self. And I'm drenched. That is all natural. That's Solomon sweat right there. That is the real deal. So camp looks good. It's tidy. No one's come through. No tickets. No visitors. That was last night's problem with the bear. Or here there wasn't a bear, but my stash spot bear came through. I got to get in there and dig all the trash out, and I will. Don't you worry about a thing. I got it. I'm gonna put some water on boil. I got I don't have kind of out of money right now. Out of cash. I got the coins, probably $6 in coins. I got a bunch of recycling I can take into town tomorrow if I'm really desperate. It won't be easy. I might have to bring the big backpack, the big blue one, and load it with crushed cans. Take those in. Because PayPal is holding the payment I received from the help I got from my father. It's like, come on, I mean, you can't win for losing here. So I can hold. Yeah, nice. Got me. See, that drew blood, but yesterday didn't. Funny. Pokey little stick. Blood is good. What did Peter say? None of you resisted sin to the point of shedding blood. Well, I have. Resisting sin. What is resisting sin? What does that mean? To resist sin. And here we're going to have a sermon from Solomon, fresh off the bike. Are you ready? Y'all ready for this? The evening vlog tonight will be an actual sermon. I'll try not to curse. I have a foul mouth and a bad temper. and I get depressed, and I get arrogant, and I get, distracted, and I deal with lust, and I, lonely, all those things. But I'm still a preacher, and I'm still Solomon. You've got me pretty good. What does it mean to resist sin? What does that mean? Well, writer of Hebrews, who we're not exactly sure who that is, it's probably Paul, but we don't know. The book of Hebrews says, everything that's not from faith is sin. What is faith? Well, faith is the evidence of things hoped for. So, Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness. So we are justified by faith, through grace, and not by works, so that no man may boast. And here's the message. Faith is believing that God's got your back, and that he is real, and he has our future in his hand. He has our present in his hands. He's forgiven our past. He's guiding us. He is our shepherd. He is our teacher, our guide, the shepherd and overseer of our souls. That's another term for him. He's the anointed one. Faith is acknowledging him in every moment, following him, listening closely for his guidance, reading the book. The book is important, but you can't live in the book. You have to apply the book, and you become the book. Your life of faith becomes the living word. And this is why in Revelation it talks about we overcome the evil one by the word of our testimony. Because nobody can take away your experience. Nobody can take away your testimony of how God is blessing you and about your faith. Nobody can take that from you. That's you writing that story right now, in the moment. I'm writing the story with this lifestyle. I'm writing the story with the effort I'm putting out. You can see it. I remember one time back in the day, I used to hang out with my friend of mine, Angelo, when I used to hike Cowles Mountain a lot. And I would run into him hiking, and he would be hiking with a 50-pound sandbag and pipe wrenches and monkey wrenches, and he had 110 pounds on his back. And he's not much bigger than me. Maybe at the time he was like 185 pounds, 5'9", just a solid muscle. And so we started talking, and he's talking about his meditation, how he meditated. He was dealing with schizophrenia and paranoia, and these spirits were after him, and he would like triple lock his van with a chain, and like had all kinds of things he had to do to like satisfy his what he was going through. He was going through a lot, and part of the hiking with 110 pounds was also working against those spirits. But he told me one time, we were talking about how my dad was on my case for not working enough to support myself at the time, and it's kind of the same old story still. And he laughed. He says, working? What are we doing now? The definition of work is carrying something somewhere. We were hiking up the mountain. I had a 50-pound pack. He had a 110-pound pack. And we're sweating like I just was sweating. He says, this is the definition of work. Literally. So kind of was a different perspective. I take it a little with a grain of salt, but it's something to think about. The effort I'm putting in to maintain this lifestyle, to achieve this lifestyle, to make sure that I can continue doing this, living rent-free on my own terms. Take a look at Camp as I walk in. I love that bike. That's a great bike. The wheel was received today. I got to pick it up tomorrow. My money needs to be released so I can pick it up. Axe, saw, shoes, fire extinguisher, brand new. I fixed the mirror. I put a splint in the mirror and duct taped it. Shaded window so no one can see that it's smashed. This window won't roll up, so I got a blanket over there, or a towel. It's bicyclist on the towel. I can run the propane to heat my dinner. And tonight, I think I'm going to have a small fire. I think I've earned that comfort tonight. And before morning, I will put it dead out. One thing about this spot is it's not visible. Even the smoke is not visible from any passersby on that road. But I feel totally confident about having a fire there. Canned food. Picked up a few things at the food bank was pretty lean today. Quite lean actually. Although I got a can of soup and a granola bar and a few things. Oh, the quart of milk. So keeping me alive. Keeping me alive. I mean, if any of you feel led or like what I'm doing, or like been watching my stuff, and you're intrigued, and you'd like to maybe come out and stay, or I mean, in order for you to come out and stay, I have to be able to stay out here to keep it active and keep the progress going, and be the boots on the ground, and be the guy that's here. You can go ahead and donate to PayPal or whatever. $10 helps a lot. 5, 2, 1. Buy me a coffee. And you can also support my ministry. This is a ministry. I am preaching all the time. As St. Francis of Assisi once said, preach the gospel always. When necessary, use words. Oh, by the way, I was carrying that water in the backpack too. So it's pretty heavy. Faith. Going back to faith. Abraham believed in God. Credited to him as righteousness. What is sin? And going back to the point about Peter saying you haven't resisted sin to the point of shedding your blood. I have. And in fact, I remember very clearly when I first realized that. I was 23 years old, my first full awakening. I was in Auburn, California, and I got arrested for vagrancy. The charges were I had no visible means of support, and I would just walk around making flower bouquets and go by salons and just give them a bouquet of flowers. And I just was like fully in the spirit. That's a good light. Golden hour. I don't even look real. This looks like a Hollywood backdrop. That's very real. And there's very real critters in those very real woods coming that could eat me. Anyways, that's what I would do. I walk around. I was there for months, a couple months, in 1999. I was 23 to 24. But I got arrested at one point for vagrancy. And they went after me in jail. I was full of the spirit, and I was yelling, repent, and banging the door, and I flooded the cell put an orange in the toilet and flushed it 100 times, and there was like water coming through the cell, and I remember the female head guard had like 6 football player looking dudes, ex-high school football players, just chomping at the bit for a fight, and she gave them the green light, and they rushed the cell, and all the water rushed out, and they tackled me, pinned me to the ground. My nose nearly broke my nose, and my nose started bleeding. And my face to the ground, hands behind my back, 6 guys on top of me. And I remember what I said was, thank you. Thank you. I have resisted sin to the point of shedding my blood. I'm shedding my blood right now. Just like Joan of Arc when she was being burned at the stake. Thank you. Thank you. You count me worthy to suffer for the name. You put me through this. I am listening. I am doing what you ask. And when I was yelling, repent, they needed to fucking repent. This girl probably slipped right there. Repent, repent, repent. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, Rapunzel. Let down your hair to me. No, that's 27 years ago. 26 plus. Still a vivid memory of mine. And then they locked me in. They put me in a solitary for a week and just threw me a bologna sandwich and an orange and some water once a day. And I had to piss in a hole. I remember the bespectacled Jewish doctor. I don't know for sure he was Jewish, but he had the traditional, everything was Jew face. Sorry. I just got canceled. Yeah, you can't cancel someone who's already canceled, right? Or someone who doesn't care. Can you? I mean, I'm not even famous. But he had the look of a Jewish doctor. And he would come with his clipboard about every 3 hours. He'd peek in the little porthole into the solitary and write little notes about me. And he's like a rat. Like a fucking rat. I'm Solomon, okay? So I identify as Jewish. I'm not a Jew, I'm Jewish. Salvation's from the Jews. God bless the Jews, his chosen people, the Israelites. But this doctor, long story. Didn't mean to tangent that far. That went pretty deep, but I was in a deep place. And I was in solitary, and they would just throw in a sandwich in a saran wrap bag, whatever. Bologna sandwich, some cheese on white bread, no dressing, no mayonnaise, no mustard, and an orange once a day. And then they came in and they drugged me up like with Haldol and Depakote and all kinds of antipsychotics and all kinds of shit. They just dosed me for a week solid, and I was, in this drug stupor, but I still was conscious of this doctor looking at me. And they would truck me out like every third day and hose me off in the shower and then put me back. It was an interesting time. I wonder what my mug shot looks from that day. Your mind's about to be blown by who I am. I'm not making this shit up. I wish I was, actually. I am not making this up. I've been through some shit. And at the hands of wicked men. And I have resisted sin to the point of shedding blood. And that is an example. Resisting sin. My faith was I could put my bag on the tree without getting cut. And the fucking tree cut me. So I resisted sin to the point of shedding my blood. Let's lighten the mood a little. Have a little fun. Evening session, evening vlog. I didn't mean to go so deep into the woods, into the weeds of my past, but you all need to know what I've been through to get to this point. It's not an accident. This is not a fly-by-night experience. I haven't just rolled into the woods with no plan and thrown myself out and like, oh, look, oh, I'm going to oppose the system. I'm going to fight, chant down Babylon. Oh, look at me. Look how cool I am. No, fuck that shit. This is with purpose. This is with intention. And this is with skill and wisdom and a lot of experience. And you're welcome. I have to balance. I have to fight off the freaking arrogance because I'm proud that I've survived what they put me through. I'm proud that I'm here. I'm proud that I made it this far, and I'm proud about what I'm doing. I'm proud about, pride goes before a fall, haughty spirit before destruction. True. Orgulloso, pride. I have a pride in, as David wrote in the Psalm 7, he says, vindicate me, O Lord, according to my righteousness. I have not strayed from the path. I have not deviated, and I am listening, I am following, I am serving the Lord. Every moment of every day, he trains my arms for battle and my hands for war. This is not your American Christian church experience. This is not, mealy-mouthed, hemming and hawing and weak-willed and weak in the knees Christianity. This is manly Christianity. This is manly serving the Lord with all my heart, soul, mind, and strength. And I'll close with a verse I memorized at 8 years old when I first read the Bible cover to cover on the advice of my grandmother, and my father. I asked, well, what do I need to study to learn what life's about? So I think this is the book. Got an NIV Bible, 1983, 8 years old. And I remember reading Proverbs, and it really spoke to me. There's a good reason for that. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16 through 19. Solomon writes, there are 6 things the Lord hates, 7 which are detestable to him. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, feet that are quick to rush into evil, a heart that devises wicked schemes, a false witness who pours out lies, and a man who stirs up dissension among brothers. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Think about it. Those are the things that the Lord hates. He has every right to hate them. We all think God is lovey, lovey, lovey. Oh, let God is love. Yes, he's love, but he hates certain things. He hates that behavior. He hates haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, feet that are quick to rush into evil, a heart that devises wicked schemes, hands that shed innocent blood. I said that already. A false witness who pours out lies, and a man who stirs up dissension among brothers. We're in this together. How good and pleasant it would be before God and man for brothers to live in unity. I'm creating a place where we can live in unity, extending an olive branch to everyone. You're welcome to come. You're welcome to be here. It's like I took a shower with my own sweat. Looking good. Eventually I'll get this tooth fixed. Maybe I won't. Maybe it'll be a memento of what Buddha did to me with a left hook to the face. the 300-pound weed salesman has sat there in his green van all day and just vegged out in his bed in his van and just sold weed. He didn't like that I was doing art on the sidewalk in front of his van at 6 a.m. As if, it's his sidewalk. Crazy. Y'all gotta hold it together. Woo! It's all good, yo. It's all good. I don't hold a grudge. I'm just pointing it out. Such is life. Such is life. I gotta get hydrated. I gotta get some food in my system. I'm coming down from the ride. I got a buzz. I got an endorphin buzz. Man, my legs feel great. Quads are coming back. The old pistons, and you're gonna see some feats of strength here before too long. And that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Don't use it, you lose it. Could use a shave. It's all good. Love you guys. If you watched this far, I actually really love you and I want to help you. I got this. We're gonna be okay. Let me get dinner going before it gets dark. I'll say the catchphrase, God bless America. Over and out.